claro es, si te encuentras en una situación en la cual no ves que te está siguiendo ruseando, se te puede complicar. Y más si estás saliendo a esto, pero esos links que finalmente no visualizan la llegada de esos links, con lo cual, claro, porque tiene el proxy en su tercera, se te complica.
Sí, fíjate esa visión ahora de Snoot que va a haber otra vez esas barracas, pero ya está protegida la natural con ese pincho, con esas reinas y yo creo que va a sacar más Armisia. Ahora mismo está en camino más links y sacándose esa tercera también hacia el otro lado, así que...
Sí, y ojo
Vale.
que
Uf, se
Time
mueve con todos
coge
los
todos los
curros.
curos, lo coge todo y se tira al cabezazo. Dice, "Ay, vamos a acabar la partida, ya no puedo tirar". Y ahí está, chicos, preparando ya la defensa. Snoot ya con esos tres pinchos ahora sí que bien colocaditos. También tiene esos marines, se viene con los curos, se viene con absolutamente todo Time. Aquí es la partida, se decide aquí quién va a pasar. Aunque yo doy ese veredicto, pero miren esos links son importantísimos para rodear los marines. Ahí está la partida, aquí es el momento. Caen los marines. Y ahora sí, ese push es bastante más débil. Sin esos marines ayudando por detrás. Pero claro, esos Hellback van a hacer muchísimo. Va a ayudar, va a romper absolutamente todo por delante. Llegan a los Lins son calcinados. Suerte ha tenido que ha podido cazarle los marines a tiempo. Porque si no, sí, le ha tirado el pincho. A esas dos queens se quedan innerves. Va a tener que tradear también el curras de Nut. El Nut sufriendo ahora. Chicos, ojito. Porque de verdad que había perdido los perros. Había perdido los marines. Rodea a la primera reina. Se quedan las otras tocaditas, tocaditas. Aquí puede ser la partida, chicos. Ojito. Se puede venir. Se puede venir. Puede caer Snoot. Puede caer Snoot, chicos. Viene remaxiada de 20 links. Tiene que tirar. Pero llega bastante también lo que decíamos. La partida se puede haber también decidido habiendo de tirar los marines, chicos. Vienen más Hellbats. Lo vuelve a transformar. Se sigue haciendo fuerte. Chicos, ese pincho es importantísimo. Aguantando con todo lo que puede y más. Ahora esos links que van a caer. Va a ser la barbacoa. Ahí está, chicos. Cae la barbacoa, padre. Lo está defendiendo. Le queda poquito. No tiene más time. Tiene que retroceder. No puede hacer daño. Se la cola hasta la cocina. 8 curros eliminados a time. Sita lo está defendiendo. Lo está defendiendo. Lo está parando. Lo que te comentaba. Esos marines que ha conseguido parar. Ha podido ser la partida, chicos. Lo decíamos. Sin esos marines, esta composición pierde muchísima fuerza. Con esos marines ganaba la partida time. Pero Snoot en ese movimiento
Totalmente, totalmente ganaba con eso,
ganaba con eso y lo ha conseguido parar. Le va a caer una de las barracas. China que está contra las cuerdas ahora, chicos. Va a caer finalmente. Ya pone full pincho. Esa natural no ha recibido daño. Sí que es verdad que ha tenido que tradear de curros, pero ahora ya sí que es Snoot bastante por encima. Se viene la última aventurada de time. La última, el último movimiento. Se queda aquí aguantando. Se avecina, pero ahora Snoot ya está muy defendido. En cuanto vea todos los pinchos, todas las queens, intenta colar hasta la main. Se le transforma en la cara. Ahí está, lo levanta absolutamente con todo. Barbacoa que hace esa granada que ha perjudicado más que favorecido, chicos. GG Wallplay. Noruega que acompañará a Italia a la siguiente fase. Italia.
Madre mía, menos mal, por Dios, qué mal lo he pasado.
Los marines han sido la partida. Estaba convencido. En cuanto he visto que perdían los marines, ya te he
Y
dicho.
creo que no se ha visto en stream,
No, seguramente no se habrá visto. Pero simplemente ha sido una jugada, chicos, donde estabais viendo ese proxy barraca que la tenía puesta en la parte inferior de lo que sería la tercera de Snoot. Le ha conseguido coger todos los marines con los links. Obviamente ese push ha perdido bastante. Lo estamos viendo ahora. Ahí. Lo tenía ahí. Y ahí ha perdido todos los links. Esa ha sido la partida. Ese push ha perdido mucha consistencia con la caída de esos genios. Y GG Wallplay, Sita.
Pues yo el play lo pasa muy mal en este momento de la partida, la verdad que parecía que iba a perder Snoot, pero lo ha sabido defender muy bien, con esos pinchos también, con esas reinas y el play.
Y Wallplay y Sita, pues hasta aquí la jornada de hoy. Siendo las 2 para de conexión, ya lo miraré a ver qué pasa por aquí.
Sí, porque has tenido dos ahí, es lo más interesante.
Sí, las dos encima han sido momentazos y bueno, lo siento por mi parte. Así que nada más, chicos, esta ha sido la última partida del día de hoy, bueno, la última serie. Finalmente el grupo A pasarán Italia y Noruega. Mañana empezamos ese grupo B con Corea, Gran Bretaña y México. Y el último ahora no me acuerdo quién es, pero...
Creo que les van a hacer entrevista nueva, que nos vamos a quedar a verla.
Vale, nos
aunque
quedamos a ver
no
esto.
entendamos nada.
También es para
Supongo que los de chat sabrán inglés.
No, ya, no vais sobrado, chicos. Si en algo no vais sobrado, ni en skill, ni en nada. O sea que ni en inglés mucho menos. Así que sí, chicos, os dejaremos con la entrevista. Y lo dicho, chicos, muchísimas gracias a los que estáis por aquí. Dale follow, importantísimo, a la cuenta de Twitch. Importantísimo, chicos, que le deis ese calorcito que se note ahí, vivo. Y nada más, chicos, de verdad, muchísimas gracias a todos. Estamos aquí esperando la entrevista esa insana por parte del equipo noruego que han sido sufriendo ahí. Y ahí tenemos la tacita. Os dejo aquí.
La tacita.
Oh, you have your flag. That's nice.
Oh yes.
Okay, so let's talk about the last game just to begin with the interview. So Snoot.
Yeah.
How was it?
I don't play games. Sorry, I don't play games like this very often.
Okay.
And yet, your crisis management, I do believe that it was quite good. I mean, especially in scouting. Like, you scout the 2 racks super early. Well, he just took you out just before with the 2 racks as well. So I guess you were quite prepared for that. But then getting the other scout on the barracks on your 3rd base, I mean, getting those Marines out of the way before the game starts, because people tend to forget that Marines have a pretty decent DPS in the early game. So it would have made a lot of difference. But how did you, like, calm down and was able to just defend in the end?
Well, I scouted the initial proxy 2 racks very early, and after that I was just like, okay, I just need to not mess it up from here. And I don't remember exactly why I scouted my pocket 3rd base. I think maybe was it an Overlord scout or a lane scout? I don't remember.
It was an Overlord scout.
Yeah, I think maybe I was trying to scout for something like a proxy starport in the south. You know, that's usually my type of logic. So when I found the Raxes there, I knew I had a great opportunity to not show my Overlord, not show my scouting, and get a couple of free Marine kills.
It still got very close, I think, at one point, right? When the 2 spines in the front went down, you know, like the first one got a couple hits off, then the second one went down. And when he surrounded that queen on the north, I'm suddenly looking like, uh-oh, this actually feels a lot scarier than I thought it was going to be, especially with the SCV still being there, because the potential to repair those Hellbats as well. Were you worried at that point, or still felt like you had it in the bag?
I was quite concerned, actually, because the SCV pulls, they're always so unexpected and they're always so powerful. So I didn't really expect the push to be this strong. And every time you see the SCVs, your heart usually sinks a little bit, because up until that point, you're basically trying to ask yourself, like, is he transitioning? Is he transitioning? But of course, you know, this is just one of my weaknesses, I think. I never seem to be able to grasp, like, how far ahead I am. So I should have played way more conservative and I wouldn't be in such a bad spot. You know, after killing all those proxied Marines and stuff, I should have realized that he was pretty damn all in, you know? But I always seem to have this kind of question to myself, like, maybe he's transitioning, and I think I need to get that out of my system for games like this if I want to get better.
So, guys, we'll talk about your games, Poseidon side. We'll talk about your games as well. But can you reenact how you were feeling as the all-in was coming from time? Like, were you yelling in a Skype group or something because you felt like Snoot could lose to the attack?
Yeah, Poseidon and Saif, how did you guys experience, like, the final moments on Backwater?
It was nerve-wracking for sure. Yeah, I have no idea. Like, it seems like it's just a very... I don't think Suit plays against it a lot, as he said, so like, I didn't know if he was prepared for it. So, but yeah, he came out with the win, so it's amazing.
Poseidon, you look like you just ran a marathon. You were feeling it, weren't you?
Yeah, I was feeling it real hard. It was like, I was more nervous when Snoot played against Time than I was when my girlfriend made birth to my kid. So my heart pounded like crazy.
This is some next level stuff right here.
Yeah. Oh no, that was awesome. I think. No, I mean that's passionate. Right?
No, I think it's good.
Pure passion. As long as both things ended very well, and we know that Snoot ended well, so hopefully the kid ended well too, and then we're all happy. So I want to ask you as well, Poseidon, about your 2 games, because you played quite the PvP. I mean, obviously your first one, you had to disrupt. And I want to ask you real quick, did you do that against me on Blackpink once? I have the feeling that you did it against me.
No, I haven't done it against you, but I've done the Immortal one
Yeah.
with a few extra Immortals and with the Prism on the ramp there.
Because you had the
A
disruptor
few
in
times
the mix as well. There are not many people who do that, like the Robo and then the proxy disruptor on one base. Like, is this a Poseidon special or?
Yeah, I was like, it just blew my mind. I was never going to do it, but I remember I played on ladder against a Barked Protoss, and it happened to be a DNS, and his hold was like perfect. And I remembered, like, if you have a sentries and a good spread, you can non-stop hold the ramp. You will never get up with Immortals. I was like, let's try a disruptor. And I noticed when this ping was around, I knew it would never been able to do decent force fields and split good enough.
Okay, so that game was fun and great, and we're like, okay, what are we watching? But then you decided, like, no, guys, I haven't even started yet. This is not my final form, and you gave us that game on Blackpink. What on earth happened in your eyes in that game?
Well, it went as planned to the start, but I noticed the second pylon. I was supposed to make it different because usually I should never been able to let him get that gateway and core without losing it to cannons. So I was disappointed there, and I think the reason I lost was because of ping. I was impossible to micro with the gateway unit against a Robo with Prism. It was so painful to lose unit by unit and steal that 5 HP on that Prism non-stop. But I think that if I kept 2 of the Oracle and just generated shield and went in, took 2-3 probes like I did in the start, I would won really easy.
Alright, well, it was a very fun game. And Saif, of course, question to you as well. You decided to put it all on the line there with the 2 factories on 1 base build. What prompted it, and what made you go for it?
Well, it's really late in China, and so yeah, I think in a normal game I would have struggled a lot against time. So I had a planned out build. I think it still could have worked with a bit better micro, but it's different playing Nation Wars than playing ladder, so didn't work out this time.
I still like it though, as an underdog, just going a little crazy, thinking outside of the box. You know, you obviously didn't see this, but we were watching with Fog of War, and he got so ridiculously close to scouting your factory twice. It was 1 pixel away 2 times, with the Reaper and I think with the Hellion as well. It was still a fun game for us to watch. But of course, I mean, overall, congratulations, guys. I'm sure we'd like to hear as well from all of you. You know, you're technically only 1 series away from making it to Paris. All you have to do is win the quarterfinals. Now, you guys did finish as runner-up in this group, which means you have to go up against winners of the other groups. We don't know the winners yet, but if you look ahead of the situation, who would you guys love to face?
Yeah, I'm not too sure. Honestly, at this point, I think every single team is going to be insanely difficult. I think some of the groups are insanely stacked. So I think it doesn't really matter, to be honest. Every draw is going to be absolutely ridiculously difficult for us.
And I want to hear some of your predictions. So everybody was saying the group Poland with Poland, Ukraine, Finland, and Brazil is one of the hardest. And who do you think are gonna be the 2 nations advancing to next round?
I would say Finland and Poland, probably.
And what about the group with USA, Netherlands, Germany, and Sweden?
I would say Netherlands and Germany.
You say that because Roddy is here.
That's an excellent prediction.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, I think it's just how it is.
Okay. We talked a lot about your wall, Poseidon, but I can see that you have a piano behind you. Do you play?
Oh, me?
I don't got a piano here.
Yeah, Snoot.
Oh, yeah.
Snoot.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, I play quite a bit.
Yeah, Snoot plays the piano.
Could you play us something like to show
No.
joy of your victory and your calling? Okay, so if you qualify,
No, there's no speakers on it, so you wouldn't be able to hear it.
but like, if
I'll
you
play a
win,
tune for myself, I guess.
But if you qualify for the semi-finals, could you play something for us, for your fans?
I think I'll stick to playing the games.
Okay, well, I tried. Well, any last words? Scythe? Maybe?
Just thanks for watching, and please cheer for us in round of 8. Hope to show some good games.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for the interview. Congratulations for advancing in
Pues
round of
chicos,
8.
hasta aquí
and I wish you
acabamos.
the best
Muchísimas
of
gracias a
luck.
todos por acompañarnos, ¿verdad?
Bye.
Un auténtico
Thank you.
placer.
Thanks.
Y nos vemos mañana a las 5, señores. Más y mejor.
Sí. Pues muchísimas gracias a todos por estar ahí apoyándonos, por estar en ese chat tan activo que hemos tenido hoy. Nos encanta veros y esperamos veros mañana. Y a ti, Novak, muchísimas gracias por la retransmisión. Y nos vemos mañana.
No quiero oír esa. Esa tampoco. No. Siguiente.
Mira que eres.
No, lo que pasa es que sé lo que me gusta. Y eso es lo que quiero escuchar.
Spotify Premium está hecho incluso para los más exigentes. Prueba los 30 días y escucha lo que quieras a la carta. Pulsa en el banner para saber más.